started on the 2nd of December every single year, of course. The UAE founded in 1971, and it will be significant for the start of this magnificent tournament. All eyes will be on the action here at the Dubai International Stadium. It's a packed crowd, good atmosphere for the players, and the two teams that played the final in Season 3 getting ready for battle out in the middle. As fitting a start, as fitting a ceremony for this tournament. We anticipate high-value entertainment on the field, and the defending champions, Dubai Capitals, will have a chance to start well. The Vipers, finalists in 2 previous occasions, they will want to go one step further. But it all starts tonight. 34 matches in 34 games. It's a tournament you don't want to miss.
Yes, let's go. So I'm in a hang with the gun like us. So I'm talking no point, ain't no one. Looking at the Cheetos, so I'm getting zero. Make the right choice, there's too much to mind. Too much to want, too much to munch.
Do not fail and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा
Rocks and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा मुमालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigotel got a classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibe all through the night. Shake that ultra big speaker, boom boom.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए। जुबली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लीजिए।
फौरी इलाज की मंजूरी 600 से ज्यादा मयारी अस्पतालों की सहूलत जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Rocks and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
वाह, ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Yes, let's go. So I'm in a hang with the gun like us. So I'm talking no point, ain't no one. Looking at the Cheetos, so I'm getting zero. Make the right choice, there's too much to mind. Too much to want, too much to munch.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder. For entertaining eyes, we play. Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play. Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में है। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Dolan's Premaline Air Conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Note for help and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Just yes, let's go. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. तो आप तो हैं दो, कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं Cheetos तो हम करें zero. Make the right choice. There's too much to want, too much to want, too much to munch.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't be prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
Dolan's Premaline Air Conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी?
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में है। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
This ILT20 broadcast is presented by VigoTel.
गेम ऑन है। गेम ऑन है।
At the Kingdom for Cricket in the United Arab Emirates commence Season 4 of the DP World ILT20. Match 1 is a platform. Champions, the Dubai Capitals, will take on two-time finalists, Desert Vipers, in this very important properly prepped and ready for action. Looks a belter, typical of the surface here at the Dubai International Stadium. And we expect a thrilling contest on our hands. Simon Dool created an air of expectation as he led the toss. It was the Vipers that won, and Sam Curran elected to bowl. And a look at both teams first. The Capitals, of course, reliant on some players from Season 3. Dasun Shanaka will lead the side today. Gulbadin Naib had a good season last time around, and he will be expected to deliver his all-round skills. And don't forget Rockman Paul and his heroics in the final to get them to their first ever titles. The legendary Wazim Akram alongside me. Your thoughts on the Vipers?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Garen. What a start of this season 4 ILT20. And Desert Vipers were a good side. They've got 3 players from Pakistan. Hassan Nawaz on top of the ladder. Fakar Zaman is there. Andrew Ross is there. Arvind. Then Hetmeyer, Dan Lawrence, Sam Curran, the skipper. Tanveer, Khuzaima. Then Mohammad Noor. Noor Ahmed, beg your pardon. And then, of course, David Payne and Naseem Shah, the fast bowler. So looks a good side, good bowling, good batting. It'll be a great contest today.
Well, the Capitals, the defending champions, will they be motivated enough to go a second time with the title? Rahman Pearl, Mohammad Nabi, alongside Tamal Mills, will all be expected to carry the workload for this side. Sun Shanaka too, a new captain for the first match. Right, we've been surveying a few players in this league. Scott Curry is another one, the second most expensive player at the auction. Here he is talking to us a little bit deeper.
Scott, welcome to This or That. Weights or treadmill?
Weights.
Instagram or Snapchat?
Neither.
Calling or messaging?
Messaging.
Tendulkar or Lara?
Lara. I tell you what. Share the same birthday as Brian Lara.
Wow. Are you going to make 400 in this tournament?
I don't think so. I think his record will be safe.
Fish and chips or chicken tikka masala?
Fish and chips.
Sleep in or wake up early?
Sleep in.
Spicy or mild?
Mild.
Sing or dance?
Sing.
I'm going to put you on the spot then. And 3, 2, 1 and go.
No, don't do that to me. It's horrible.
Cake or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Money or love?
Our love.
And finally, get married or win a cricket trophy?
I've done neither yet, so both. Hopefully at some point, immediate future, win a cricket trophy, down the line, get married.
Fantastic. Thank you for that.
My missus will be pleased to hear that.
Yeah, it's such a fun segment. Getting to know players a little bit more. Tactically, both teams will want to know a lot about each other to take an advantage. Sam Curran leading the side in the absence of Lucky Ferguson. Got Shimron Hetmeyer, new addition to this franchise. Mentioned Fakar Zaman, who will be important at the top of the innings with the bat. Again, a reminder as to what transpired in the final in Season 3. It was the Vipers taking on the Capitals. Vipers getting to 191. They felt that they had a good total. The first half, it was not to be. Rahman Paul, Sikandar Raza had different plans. Both players leading the chase for the Capitals. Of course, winning in that last over of the game. Thrilling encounter. And the Capitals secured their first title in the DP World ILT20. Rahman Paul, known for his power was, and that he showed.
Absolutely. What a player, especially in this format, who plays short all across the ground. He's got big hits as well. Equally good against spin bowling too. But he is a proper match winner. As a finisher, when we talk about T20 format, and then we talk about finishers, he is one of them.
He was the player of the match in that final last season. Those two teams that secured the most wins. The Vipers at the end of the league stage secured 7 wins. The Capitals 6. Can they do the same to qualify for the playoffs?
Remember, Vipers lost 5 matches last season. 4 of them were against the Capitals, Dubai Capitals. So psychological barrier maybe, but different teams, different venue, different tournament. Obviously the 4th season of DP World ILT20, and what a start, man. Oh man, packed house. Ali Zafar, one of our superstars from Pakistan, did a little concert. Everybody was loving it. And again, perfect place to be in this weather in Dubai. It's about 20 degrees. Perfect cricketing weather, and it's a pack house. In Australia, they call it chockers.
And the fans are in. Of course, this year, a new addition to the regulations. It's mandatory for teams to play 2 UAE players and 1 associate player. So that's 3 players to flavor the international players. So again, investing in the development of the local UAE players and associate nations around this part of the world.
It's a big deal for all these players who are joining, especially from Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. I wish them all the luck. And they will take this experience back to their respective teams.
Yeah, that is the DP World Smart Truck delivering the match ball ahead of the start of the game. So let's go, the 2 umpires. Simon Torfeld to the right, Ghazi Sohail to the left. They will have support from Leslie Reefer and Paul Wilson, who will be the TV umpires for the entire tournament. Stage is set. Vipers taking the field, and the openers for the Capitals, the defending champions, on their way.
Shaheen Shah from Pakistan probably will take the new ball for Desert Vipers. And from the Capitals, 2 openers are out on the crease. The back house, a lot of pressure on the both sides. These big boys will know how to handle the pressure, especially the back house pressure. But in general, a perfect start for this season 4 of DP World ILT20. Sam Curran, the skipper, standing in skipper. Loki Ferguson is not fit, and Wasim Shah will take the new ball.
Yeah, debut for him in this DP World ILT20 tournament. Wasim Shah will want to create a very good first impression. No, he's got the pace, will need the skills to adapt to the conditions here at the Dubai International Stadium. So Nicola Tal with the task to open the batting for the Capitals. Hope that they have the same type of production of runs from their openers, something we saw from the Capitals last season. It was a major part of their success. Shea Hope led that charge, leading run scorer last season, not available this time around.
It's an exceptional innings last year, and what a player he has become. Wasim Shah making his debut in this DP World ILT20 Season 4. Very experienced T20 player. Plays obviously for Pakistan, of course travels all over the world. Very good experience. And here we go, about to start the first game of DP World ILT20 Season 4. Slip in place.
Anxious moment before we count down to the first ball. Match 1, the DP World Countdown. Season 4 on its way. Let's play. Hint of swing. Nice controlled start from Wasim Shah.
Length, perfect length, obviously early on as a bowler on a fresh pitch. Glad to pitch that, try to get a couple of wickets early on, put the opposition under pressure. A solid start.
Over the top, good contact made. Strong enough to challenge the boundary line, but a couple of runs and the Capitals are off.
Runs in the middle, it was right in his area. Early days, obviously, in his innings. Look at this, just left delivery, played on the up. He was meant to go extra cover, got the edge, went over extra cover. With a wet shot.
Yeah, so Tal, just 24 years of age, opening batter, so be accustomed to this role for the Capitals. So the onside, that's in the gap. First boundary.
First boundary. He's bowling at his strength, Wasim Shah. That was a third delivery, middle leg picked up beautifully towards a square leg for a boundary. Obviously, fine leg was back on the boundary, not a square leg, but I think he probably will change the field. Now, fine leg has gone wider. So, first boundary for the Capitals. Not the best delivery. Pitching outside leg, long down leg, easy pickings.
It's time for the peel from Naseem Shah. He's trying to distract the batter from taking the single to the strike over, as you often see from bowlers.
You will see him around a bit on this fresh Dubai pitch, absolutely, but the length has to be right, especially in this format. Look, pitched outside leg straight away.
Inside edge, any evidence of that swing into the left-hander. Capitals will be hoping this left-hand, right-hand combination will work in their favour. Oftentimes, a little bit distracting for a bowler to make the adjustment when the strike changes.
Big decision. Both these openers are inexperienced, but they know T20 format. Cheyenne is obviously from America. Nicola, a very exciting young talent from Afghanistan. He's got slip in place for Cheyenne. 1 ball to go, 7 runs already on the board.
Nicely defended. Just 7 off the first over, 7 without loss.
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got the classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. Shake that put your big speaker, boom boom.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
We play Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Prema, designed for better.
Relax Bell and subscribe to our awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Other sides as well. Good sides, good cricket. Second over. In place, there's a slip, third man up in the circle.
Tactically quite different. You see a lot of spin options for the Capitals, only one spin option there, Nur Ahmed for the Vipers, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. David Payne, new bowler. Staying with the opening pair for the Capitals, it's a different opening combination. As was mentioned, Shehu scored 527 runs, achieved the most, led the tournament run scoring. Pretty balanced field. Okay.
David Payne, left arm medium, got a lot of variations, especially in this format, and we do need variation. Took 10 wickets last season. Now T20. He's not very sharp, but he's experienced, and he's got very good variations. Back of my hand, and a head cutter as well.
But nicely on the up. That's in the gap. That's 4 more. Real confidence for Cheyenne.
Perfect start for young Cheyenne. Made that shot beautifully. Through covers. It was wide. It hit him back. Hit it on the up. It was in the air for a while, but no danger whatsoever. So start off with the boundary, Cheyenne.
Also shows how good this surface is. Ball coming through, you can trust the bounce. Very important for openers to set the tone for the innings with the bat. An aggressive outlook is so important. It's been an important part of the success enjoyed by the Capitals last season, although dominated 1x bat power play. Try to do the same, as you mentioned, two relatively inexperienced players at the top, but they will know that they have power to come. Think of Rahman Paul, Dasun Shanaka.
They had Mohammad Nabi as well, and Gulbuddin Nair. Beautifully bowled. Just swimming it enough. Pace is just 124 and 25 kilometers an hour, but what matters is early on with the new ball, on pitches like this, is the length. Look at this beautiful seat position, just slightly wide the crease. With the angle, batsman thought he's going to nip back, but it just went away. So very good bowling. Clever bowling.
Just niggled that one. So 6 from the second over, 13 without loss. Once more, the commentators will have a chance to predict.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
समझदार फैसला कीजिए, जुबली फिलिंग प्लान लीजिए।
आसान प्रोसेसिंग, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स। जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Again, a little bit wider. Yeah, just looking at that graphic with the commentators' predictions. Azerbaijan, congratulations to you. You're the winner last season.
Yes, English and Hindi both. But this year, if I win, you can have my, what you call it, presents. It's a water bottle, chocolates, a random bag, and a cap, and a small t-shirt. All yours.
That's a cue for that prize to be upgraded. Into the third over. Haven't seen the introduction of spin. We've often seen teams use spin. Very early in the piece here in Dubai last season, spin was quite effective. As an option, as was mentioned, both teams going with different strategies. Capitals relying a lot, opting for a lot of spin options, and the Vipers very different. Investing more in their seamers for this match 1, season 4. Over the top, more muscle in that stroke. He will get 4, so Nicola Tal does the business with this boundary.
So Nicola had a decent Asia Cup this year. One innings against Hong Kong, he scored 73 not only in Abu Dhabi. And again, that's what I get frustrated as an ex-bowler. There was no point bowling a slow ball for the sake of bowling a slow ball. Ball is seaming around. You have two inexperienced batters bowling against you. Just bowl back off the length. There's no need for this slow ball. It was in the slot too. Beautifully played.
Inside. There is protection. Shimmer Hetmire. He overran that one.
14 runs from Steve Charge. He's into his second over. A little slog, but he's got a backup fielder there at square left. One leg is up in the circle now. Chad. Easy player. Off.
Nazar Mahmood is the bowling coach for this Vipers team. We saw Mohammad Amir performed brilliantly with the ball in the power play for the Vipers. That's in the squad for this season, left-arm seamer from Pakistan. But whilst just looking at that, contextually knowing that it's so important as a fast bowler to be on target, to ensure that you contain opposition batters, what's your advice?
I mean, in general, in this format, it's difficult to give advice because bowlers are here to get smacked and batters are here to hit you. But again, do not bowl a slow ball for the sake of bowling a slow ball, like Naseem did a couple of deliveries ago. Look at the situation and what sort of player is there in front of me, and then come up with an idea.
Into the pitch. Edmire does very well with a one-hander pickup.
Effort from Edmire at square leg saved 2 runs for his team. If you look at his bowling analysis, talking about Naseem Shah, let's have a look at the fielding first. Slow ball bouncer, controlled it beautifully by Sadiqullah. And look at that effort by Edmire. Saved 2 runs for sure. Naseem has conceded 16 runs already.
So important to adapt to the conditions, make sure you stay informed as a bowler. Last ball off the over, this might be a chance, this might be a wicket. Catch taken. Arvind, the fielder, running in and showing very good judgment. So, first wicket for the Vipers, an opening partnership broken.
A wicket from Naseem Shah in his second over. That's the length I talk about early on. If the wicket is giving you system, just bowl there. It was kind of a wild slog and a brilliant catch by Arvind. He was at the boundary at backward point, and then he judged it well. Important breakthrough for Vipers. Wicket for Naseem Shah. Sadiqullah departs 16. Now 23 for 1 Dubai Capital.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Prema, designed for better.
Gift service जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली एजुकेशन प्लान लीजिए
महफूज तालीमी मुस्तकबिल, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Ultra big
Stadium. Sankar, new bowler, met with one that's clipped wide of it on.
They're going to come back for 3. Pressure on the bowler. First ball, he conceded 3 runs. He played it with the swing. China, so they have a sensible shot. Not a cross line like Sadiqullah did. There we go. He was meant to go. The idea was to go mid-wicket mid-on. But the top edge, look at that catch. Very well touched catch. Somebody had to shout, mine, 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 and everything worked well in the end.
Bubbled it. And held on. Great to see the communication amongst all the players who were convening. What hander! What brilliance from the skipper! That's a stunner! A real game changer from Sam Curran.
What an effort from Sam Curran. They're not easy. When a bowler is in his follow-through, it's literally next to impossible to hold a catch. But Sam Curran is such a useful cricketer, such a talented cricketer. Look at him. Look at him swing, didn't middle it. He was in his follow-through, and then to make that look so easy. Brilliant effort. I love the celebration for people putting back. He's got bigger muscles, but he's got the wicket. Here we go.
Wilberding goes without scoring. It's now 26 for 2.
Wow.
Lift service जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लीजिए
फौरी इलाज की मंजूरी 600 से जायद मेयारी अस्पतालों की सहूलत जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining eyes. We play, Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
We play, Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Early success for him. What a crowd that was. Early in the piece. Mere reaction. I just feel he's a strong contender already for the Cycle Hub best catch of the season. So he can win that stylish and super cool bike brought to you by the Cycle Hub. Yeah, he's got panache in the celebration too.
That's the beauty of this amazing game. We call it cricket. One around the wicket.
Rate just 7.7. A bit below so the expectations from teams. The first 6 overs.
Partnership here, obviously. Fourth over. Partnership. Right now, momentum is with the Vipers. Absolutely. And look at the crowd. Incredible scenes here from Dubai International Stadium. A packed house.
And that's surprising. It is a truly international league of T20. Many stars colliding. Already we're seeing great entertainment value in what has transpired in this passage of play. 2 wickets down. Seen a maximum just yet. Just 3/4 of the bat for the Capitals. So safely say the Vipers on top at the moment. Probably will be happy with the cricket for this Vipers squad. Good end to the over, so just 5 from it on a wicket for Sam Curran. It's 28 for 2.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने में मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा
लिफ्ट सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड
I just yes, let's go. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. जब आप तो हूँ दो कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं cheetos तो हम करें zero. Make the right choice. There's too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much.
Kuzama Tanvir down the road in Abu Dhabi for the last 12-13 days. Last season for ILT20. Economy long back into the innings as well. The UAE player. Start though for the Vipers with the ball. Oh, not timed towards Sam Curran at mid-on. He thought about the dive halfway through it, didn't quite get there. Very good evening, Andy. Nice to see you with us.
Right to be here. Too early? I'm fresh off a great season earlier this year in the ILT20. Nearly had a chance there in the second ball.
Well, one expat power play is on. The crucial time for both sides. And Vipers just an early advantage, Andy.
Nassim Shah, he was quick, posing a few problems with that fuller length, as did Sam Curran, and two brilliant catches, brilliant pieces of fielding, both of them. The first one with three fielders converging on that catch. Lord Bridger did brilliantly. Sam Curran on the second.
Time to the bat again from Cox. He's quick, but I tell you what, this could be tight.
Yeah.
Have to
Forward.
visit to
Safe.
Leslie Reefer. Staying safe. Everything's okay.
Oh, I thought it was tighter than that. Dan Lawrence. Excellent piece of fielding at mid-off. Was mishit back over the bowler's head. And a direct hit. Yeah, it was tight, wasn't it? Cox is a good athlete, he's quick. And he needed to be then.
Yeah, the reason it was obviously tight, but with the smart replay system that we're using this season in the DP World ILT20, the third umpire can just look at it and tell the on-field umpire is not out straight away without having to go upstairs. It's just time-saving, Andy, which is always a good thing.
I really like that innovation. That's excellent, isn't it? I think it is quite frustrating for everyone waiting a long time for something that's fairly obvious on screen.
Swing and a miss. A little bit of movement from Kuzai Matanvir to finish the fifth, 31 for 2.
Collins Pemaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Prema, designed for better.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई, तो पी के तो न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Good movement again from Payne. A pinch your leg by. I think the idea to have two local players and one other associate player. I was in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait for the launch of those partnerships the last couple of weeks. Andy, I think it's brilliant to just try and further develop cricket in this region.
In this region and around the world, it's great. You know, we talk about innovation with the replay systems.
Swung away, chance taken as it is. Shimron Hetmeyer. You talked about catching, Andy. We've seen three beauties.
Three absolute rippers. Hetmeyer, who's always good in the outfield, which is why he's one of the two men patrolling the boundary line in this power play. He's made excellent ground there. Initially, he was quite a long way in from the boundary. And that thick inside edge from Cox, as he looked to get it over mid-wicket, dragged it too close to Hetty. A little tumble, a little bit of cushioning from Hetty there. I'm talking more about the grass than his waist. Took a brilliant catch. Gordon Cox gone for 2. Delhi, Dubai Capitals in all sorts of trouble.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए, जुबली फिटिंग प्लान लीजिए।
आसान प्रोसेसिंग, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
वाह, गिफ्ट सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल ट्रायल ब्रांड।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
David Willey, new man at the crease, up against Payne, who know each other very well from their many years in domestic scene in the UK. Powerful player, but a little surprising to both of us, I think.
Yeah, huge surprise. This is an interesting decision by the Dubai Capitals. Payne swinging it. These are not easy batting conditions. Dubai Capitals in trouble. They've responded by sending Willie in. This is the wicket box. That mid-wicket area. Thought it was an inside edge, but it was right down on the bottom of the bat as well. A brilliant piece of athleticism from Hetmeyer on the boundary.
He's open to batting a reasonable amount of times, actually, David Willey. He's got a couple of hundreds in T20 cricket. One of them was open to batting. A bit of repair work, maybe might be visit a nail salon. Plenty of those if you like, to be honest. Get them sorted. Hetty, the right toe into the bat. Looking to go a lot more mid-wicket. Maybe just that little bit of movement back in, bat turned as well.
Yeah, that's what the swing does, doesn't it? Makes that ball miss the middle of the bat. That's created the chance out there on the boundary.
More swing, power play done, and a very good one from the Vipers. Capitals are 32 for 3.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
खरीद को पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Thanks for Nassim, Payne and Curran. Vipers, this is where they excelled last season actually. 6.7 economy rate with 23 wickets in the power of the season by quite a long way. They did though have Mohamed Amir and Lockie Ferguson operating. Beautiful time. Way over, extra cover for 4.
Well, Cheyenne has a very important role to play here. Hasn't really struggled in this pathway. That's the sort of quality of stroke play that Capitals need. Dig themselves out of this hole. Zima has been playing the T10 down in Abu Dhabi. Still under the pump. Still getting attacked.
Having lost the toss, Curran said we will have a bowl first, and bowlers have backed him up for the most part. That's the first one to go. And catch from Prithia Aravind coming in, calling everybody else off it. And Curran just plucks one out of the air. I'm sure yours are quite as big as Gulbadeen, Sam, but it's all right, show them off anyway. And Payne with one to finish.
We're looking for in-swing on the outside edge of the left hand of the bat. Interesting that celebration from Sam Curran. Now, he must have planned that. He's not thinking that quickly, surely.
I think, if I go back to earlier this year, so last season, I think he did it at some stage then as well, maybe in the final even. Something from between Sam Curran and Gulbadeen.
I see. I wonder if he was
history, I think, mate.
In warm-up today, he was thinking, if I get Gulbadeen, this is the celebration.
That's nicely hoisted away over a wideish long on for 4 more.
Well, Cheyenne is impressive. He's done a few good things for America. An associate batsman. He's showing what he can do. Lovely stroke maker. It's against the swing. That ball is going leg to off.
He's predicted perfectly where it was going to be.
They're still trying to put the pressure on him. They've only got 4 out of the circle at the moment. The 3 in on the offside, then Sam Curran mid-on and a mid-wicket in place. Asking Kazima to bowl there and just looped it straight to Dan Lawrence at mid-off. Leading edge and another one down for the Capitals now.
More trouble. You mentioned the tactics of keeping mid-off and mid-on in when they didn't really have to, and he's forced Cheyenne to try hit it over them again. Tried to repeat that shot, but he went against the swing. The ball swung out. Cheyenne went the leg side clip, and he's picked up a leading edge. The stroke maker, who looked outstanding for a little cameo, is out. Dubai Capitals in further trouble. Cheyenne gone for 19, Capitals 42 for 4.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने में मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got the classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. Shake that big speaker.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Rodman Powell, 42 for 4, in all sorts of trouble. It was Rodman Powell, Kandaraza, put the game away from Vipers in the final earlier this year. Who has been in some pretty good hitting form, and now down the road. Abu Dhabi, but slightly different situation now. 42 for 4.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got the classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. Shake that big speaker.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Noor Ahmed.
Cheyenne Jahangir tried to repeat the shot from earlier in the over. Successful clip over the leg side, but he went against the swing. Zaima, bowling out swing, got his man. I really liked the tactics that led up to that wicket. Sam Curran, the captain, keeping the pressure on the batsman, not taking advantage of that 7th over when you don't have to have 5 men in the circle, in the inner circle, but they kept 5 men in. They forced Jahangir to take on mid-on, and he holed out.
Yeah, I think it sometimes becomes just a default mechanism, doesn't it? As soon as the power play is done, all will get 5 out. But the pressure's on, and from a captaincy and a coaching point of view, you're looking for those moments in the game where you can lump a little more on.
Absolutely. Applying pressure is what you always want to do to the opposition. You want to wear them down with that constant application of pressure. Sam Curran certainly did that there and led directly absolutely directly to that wicket. Good piece of captaincy. Great competitor, Sam Curran. Runs in the family, no doubt.
Too wide, and just a little fingertip on it. Sure it's enough from Kazama, or it is. Oh no. Place the divots, please, Kazama. Yep, place the divot. He's going back there. No. Move it back in. Well done.
Well, a little release of pressure from Kazama, 45 on the leg side. And then whether aim of bat or pad, should have been stopped. Thankfully, when his knee dug into the softer ground here, underneath the pavilion, he didn't injure himself. But Noor Ahmed, exploring whether this ball's going to turn at all.
It generally turns the ball more back into the left-handers and away from the right-handers. And probably numbers throughout the tournament, but tends to bowl about 70% of his deliveries coming back into the left-handers and away from the right-handers, so the wrong end from his point of view. 54 matches this year in T20, 74 wickets. Economy is 7.36, so he's had a good year. There's another one that goes past, but Rodman Powell just gets a little healthy edge on it and away to the boundary for 4.
Oh, a little fortune for Rodman. Was he looking for the ball turning back in, hitting that front pad? It didn't, it turned away. No slip. Nice fast outfield, even though you could see how soft it was down here under the pavilion. It's run away quite soft.
Up in place now. I like this again from Sam Curran. Really good captaincy.
Is it too late?
Bolted. 8 gone, 52 for 4.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए। जुबली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लीजिए।
फौरी इलाज की मंजूरी, 600 से जायद मयारी अस्पतालों की सहूलत, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Grip service Jesse, no figure guessing. Pakistan's global drive brand.
Relax Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
They're 52 for 4. The Vipers have been excellent so far. Such a crucial partnership this is in the context of the game.
Yes, two of the most experienced batters are on there. They need to build a partnership. They don't have enough time. They're into 9th over. And 54 for 4. Not a pretty scorecard for Capitals, absolutely. What an effort by the Vipers.
I know it's gone for a while, but I don't mind this because you've just got to keep the batter honest. Pitch it short once in a while.
Matter if you have pace or no pace. Last game was only 128 kilometers an hour. But at least the batter knows that he's going to go on a short one if I charge or if I go come on a front foot.
DP World ILT20 Season 4. What a fabulous opening ceremony we had. Ali Zafar belting out some magnificent tunes. Packed house here at the Dubai International Stadium and they were all entertained.
Incredible atmosphere. And what a performance by Ali Zafar. And what a start of this DP World ILT20 Season 4.
direct hit, but Rodman Powell well in.
What can it do from here? Obviously, a partnership would be ideal, but at least 6 and over, 7 and over, 2 overs, and then go for a boundary and over.
Yeah, I think if these two batters bat till the 15th or the 16th over, I think they'll make a bit of a comeback because both these batters have that boundary hitting ability. We know what Rodman Powell can do. We've seen that over the years. He's got a couple of T20 hundreds, so big appeal. Yeah, and he's got fingers up. Just as we were saying, these two need a partnership. Captain Curran strikes, but they've gone up to the TV umpire. Take the DRS.
We have a player review for LBW. The original decision is out. It's a fair delivery. I'm looking at the split screen. Forward. Forward. There appears to be a gap between bat and ball. Can you move straight onto ball tracking, please? No ball involved. Okay. Standing by a ball tracking. Here comes ball tracking. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets missing, review, retain. Can you go back on field to Ghazi? Ghazi, I'm going to ask you to change your out decision to not out. You're on screen.
Review retained by the Capitals. Are there any youngsters watching? This is how you take a review because they didn't go straight up. They had a little bit of a consultation between the striker and the non-striker. Said, what do you think?
You're saying the youngsters or whoever it may be, they should ask the batter at the other end. Just an opinion, quick one. Should I go up or not?
Are they going to appeal this?
He was in his follow-through, brilliant effort. He took up one catch already. Now the umpires are having a conversation. He carried or not, that's the main question. The brilliant effort by Sam.
Off the Ghazi, fair catch review. Ready? Player review, if umpire review for fair catch. Forward. Okay, take it back. Forward, forward, freeze it right there. Freeze it right there. I've got ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Not out. Correct decision there. This will be a wide. Just going back to your question about asking the non-striker. I think if you haven't nicked it, if you've nicked it, you know as a batter, you've nicked it and it goes straight up to the TV umpire. But if you haven't nicked it, yeah, always consult with your partner because again, it's a team sport. There you see the finger goes up, and then there's a little bit of a chat. What do you think? Yeah, go for it, and then he asks for it. Excellent stuff.
Communication is important. Last ball, brilliant over this. Only 7 runs from it. One more delivery to come. The run rate is 6.69 for the Capitals. I thought he was over, but umpires are just having a chat.
Are they all going towards that big break?
you're going to see is the tap of the watch. So that tells you it's time for a timeout.
Collins Tremaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Tremaline, designed for better.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to our awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो। पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Just yes, let's go. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. To up to who don't wait, ain't no one. Look at if you beat those, so I'm getting zero. Make the right choice, there's too much to mind. Too much to want, too much to munch.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा।
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to our awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Collins Tremaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Tremaline, designed for better.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
समझदार फैसला कीजिए। जुबली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लीजिए।
फौरी इलाज की मंजूरी, 600 से जायद मयारी अस्पतालों की सहूलत, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल। इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा।
Just yes, let's go.
T20 for 150 occasions. So he can bat, no doubt, and he can hit big shots. What they don't want to do, Capitals, to lose wicket at this stage of the game. Maybe we've done some deliveries, but both these batters, we know that they can change the course of the game in a matter of an over or two.
Yeah, one of the big compliments that you can give this Vipers team and the bowling so far is that we're into the 10th over and there have only been 6 boundaries. Take into account that 6 of these 10 overs have been the power play with field restrictions, so they've done really well with the ball.
Wicket for Nouri. He's into his second over. Good variation from him. Very good cricketer down leg side. Was a good play. He has improved a lot in the last couple of years. I remember we picked him up in PSL. I think from Karachi Kings about 4 or 5 years ago. It was during COVID time in Abu Dhabi, and we saw and we realized this bowler, he's going to go to places with his variations and his pace. Look at Kuldeep. He has improved a lot, leaps and bounds.
Kuldeep has really been the star. He's up there in Indian cricketing annals as a bowler who's taken, well, not the most, but
But 4 wickets in an innings in a 50-over game, quite a few times. Kuldeep. Noor Ahmed, though, most wickets by spinners in T20s in 2025.
2025, that's what I was talking about. Look at this performance, look at the economy rate, 74 wickets. And of course, his captain is number 2, 59 wickets.
Yeah, and what's really good about Noor is that 52 out of his 74 wickets this year have come in that middle phase. When, as a skipper and as a fielding unit, as you're looking to pick up wickets. Oh, could have had another one over there. And they get a single.
Was playing towards mid-on and mid-wicket, and that shows he didn't read that delivery. 10 overs gone, 62 for 4.
I just yes, let's go. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. To up the window, wait, don't. Make the right choice. Too much.
Wow. Grip service Jesse. No figure guessing. Pakistan's global diagram.
Tolerance Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Tolerance Prema, designed for better.
Pakistan.
10. This could have been another wicket.
Beautifully bowled, the leg spin. Got the top edge, he was lucky there, Willing. He's on 8 of just 19, strike rate of 42. 63 for 4.
They're really struggling to get boundaries at the Capitals. Just get the feeler sooner rather than later, they've got to step on the gas.
They need to look for a boundary now. We're into 11th over. They have 6 wickets in hand. And they have spent quite a bit of time considering his T20 format on the crease. Very nicely bowled. He's into 3rd over the lead, 1 for 15. They're really bowling well. Others here. Look at the length he's bowling at to 957% between 6 and 8 meters. That's, I think, has been the key for their success so far in this game.
Yeah, nothing really pitched up. All back of the length. Well, that's going to be a run. Should get just the one. Oh, it's a bit of a left field move to send Willie up the order. So far, it hasn't paid dividends.
So far, it looks Desert Capitals batters are struggling a bit against spin and against medium pace as well. Hence, 4 wickets are down, only 65 runs on the board. We're into 11th over. Another good delivery. This is the length. Back of a length. That's what I was talking about early on when the game started. Early on this pitch, back of a length. If anything happens, then go for the variation.
Well, I think Munaf Patel, who's the bowling coach of the Capitals, will be sitting with the bowler and saying, look, let's take a leaf out of their book. And these are the legs that we will attack and we will bowl when it's our turn.
Ideally, they would love to go 10 and over from here, to get to 159 or 160. Ball is for 2. The first one is really quick. Brilliant running. Good over as well, only 5 from it. 11 gone, 67 for 4.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining eyes. We play, you go tell Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play, you go tell Ultra leads the way.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages.
Goes for the big hoik, completely misses it. And Noor Ahmed picks up another wicket in that phase of 7 to 15.
First wicket for him in this game, and what a delivery. He was creating pressure, he was bowling beautifully at the other end as well, and then just one moment of madness, I suppose is the word. And it was a quick one, maybe a flipper. Yes, it was. Missed it completely, but it's still gone. Really departs for 9 of 22 deliveries. And now, Capitals are struggling, 67 for 5.
Collins Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Prema, designed for better.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining eyes. We play, you go tell Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play, you go tell Ultra leads the way.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Mohammad Nabi, lots of experience under his belt. 1850s in his T20 careers. The Capitals will need something special from him today.
Absolutely experienced campaigner, no doubt. If any opposition will play against Nabi, they'll have one plan to him. Do not give him spinners. And just back of a length and couple of bounces.
It'll be interesting to see what the Vipers do. Do they change their plans? This was the wicket though of Willie. Missed it. And had his middle stump leg back. Robin Powell, lots of responsibility on his shoulders now. A bit of a freebie, and he capitalized on it. That's the 7th big ticket 4 of the innings. Play big, dream bigger.
Audrey after 23 deliveries. Bit of a relief for the Capitals. Let's have a look. It wasn't the best delivery. It was full tossed on leg side. Much needed boundary for Powell and of course for Capitals. A rare bad delivery from Noor.
It just remains to be seen if that bad ball and that boundary can just break the shackles as far as the Capitals are concerned. It's been tough going for them. Single to end the 12th, it's 74 for 5.
Wow, good service, Jesse. तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Some Charlotte Pinnacle Corral. Sideline. Pondering. Become the captain. More than capable with the bat. And overs to go. 110 and over. I think 150. We're in the game in and around there, but they go about doing that. Ian Sharp back, 2 overs, 1 for 16. Any time for consolidation? Indeed.
Yes, there is a little time, isn't there? It's going to have to be. 5 down, they're in a lot of trouble. A lot of spent resources, isn't it? They've got some power out there in the middle, and in Dasun Shanaka, their captain, who's yet to make his way to the middle, he's a properly explosive batter. So, need a couple of good overs now. Sim Sharp, heavy length straight, that's keeping it nice and simple. New batsman, Nabi on strike, and he's got mid-off and mid-on in the circle, got 5 in the circle, applying that pressure. Sam Curran and Naseem Shah talking tactics, start of his run-up.
Suggests that going to have to be into the surface, and that's what Naseem has done the first couple of deliveries, Nabi. And if you do your analysis around the world, Glenn Chappell just left of screen, bowling coach. He's got some thoughts on his batting. I think he averaged about 7 or 8. That's good. Nice shape.
Wow, beautiful shape from Naseem Shah. That looked like test match bowling. Heavy length. Dragging the batsman forward a little. Ball moving away. Very close to the outside end. Not conditions that Mohammad Nabi is particularly used to. A little bit chilly out there tonight. The ball's still moving. We're in the 13th over. A guy bowling in the high 140s.
He's had 5 dots in a row. Brilliant from Naseem so far. Another DP World Smart Truck buggy cam. Using the latest cutting edge camera work. It's a great, unique vantage point for today's action. Like the DP World using technology. Trade flowing. Another maiden, we've seen 2 tonight. David Payne bowled 1, and now Naseem Shah has bowled a beauty. 13 gone, 74 for 5.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए, जुबली फेरी प्लान लीजिए.
आसान प्रोसेसिंग, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं. सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड.
Captain's back with that moon ball. We'll push for 2 here. And take it. The red bit might have been a bit tighter.
There hasn't been much reason to bowl slower balls, not there so far. This is not a slower ball. Fingers beautifully behind the seam. Was a little puff of dust. Good eyes from you, Simon Dorr. Dust, and it bounced and seemed away from Mohammad Nabi.
Well, waited and then popped it over the head of deep mid-wicket into the grandstand. Something for the crowd to cheer about, the first one of the evening.
Oh, beautifully picked by Rodman Powell. All that power went into that back foot shot. Another moon ball, this one just a little shorter. Rodman had seen the first one, certainly saw this one. He was in good form recently, down in Abu Dhabi in the T10. That is very useful batting. Quicker bouncer. Oh, looking for the wide. Ivan Taufel not giving him one.
One supposed to be between shoulder height and the top of the helmet. That's too high. I mean, that's just a wide all day. I think a little point there, not to be.
Yes. He was gesticulating, firstly at the square leg umpire, who gives an indication to the standing umpire on the height of a bouncer. While it was fairly clearly above head height, deemed it not to be. It must be pretty tricky with that ball bowled at that pace, making instant judgments. Tricky job for these umpires.
Not easy. We'll give them praise when they do well. Might say something. DP World Dispatch of the Day contender. And logistics, you need precision, adaptability. Shows definitely a contender for the DP World Dispatch of the Day so far.
Dispatch. Perfect description of that shot. Saw that slower ball and dispatched it. Last ball nudged into mid-wicket for a comfortable single. 85 for 5.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
To go here, the opening encounter, match number 1, World IL T20 Season 4, beat of the final from Season 3. Moment, Vipers are doing a terrific job. Number 10 being a false start. Got Dustin Schoenecker at his power last season, 150 runs. This is in the phase from 15 to 20 overs. His finishing ability last season, strike rate of 227, and with 150 runs, 16 to 20 overs, so the last 5, 10-6. Genuine finisher in season 3. Right up, mid-off is up in the circle, he's got a backtrack, keep going, can't get there. The captain himself. Just those first couple of steps, he went backwards rather than turning and going, and that cost him in the end.
Vipers' catching has been outstanding this evening. Sam Curran, the skipper, was backtracking as quickly as he could. You're right, he got a little tangled with his feet initially, didn't he? Meant he was just a few inches short of being able to get his hands, his fingers on that ball.
Give another go, Sam. No, you won't get that one either, because it's going to go all the way just over the boundary for 6-4.
Powell undeterred after the previous mishit. This ball a bit fuller, can hit it off the front foot, and he certainly did that. The ball, still a mishit, wasn't it? Still a mishit, carried the boundary.
It's been a nice feeling when the misfits go over the fence for sixes. I wouldn't know what that was like, Andy, but he's just got such power. Oh, that has been timed perfectly. One bounce 4.
That's no mishit, Dooley. That is straight in the screws. Beautiful injection of power and acceleration from Rodman Powell. And all of a sudden he's 35 of 20 balls. Over-pitched this time from Kazama. That, in dressing rooms around the world, is known as a step hit.
Start is over. He'll continue with Rodman. That's in the gap as well. And 4 more. That is the 8th big ticket 4 of the innings. Play big, dream bigger.
Well, didn't the Capitals need this? Bit of aggression. It's the UAE fast bowler, Kazima Tanvir. Powell, all of a sudden, pushed Capitals right back into the slide.
Oh, revenge for Kazima Tanvir. Swing and a miss from Rodman Powell. And he's cleaned him up.
Brilliant piece of cricket. What a fascinating over. Power from Powell. The drop catch initially. Zana went fuller and got punished. He's kept it full. Well, it's a good length ball, isn't it? And it's just come back a little off the seam to beat Powell's inside edge. The fight back from Powell and Capitals. Pushed back again. Powell gone 39 of 22 balls. Capitals 101 for 6.
Yes, let's go. So I'm in a with a gun like us. जवाब तो है 2 कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं cheetos तो हम करें 0. Make the right choice. There's too much to want. Too much to want. Too much to munch.
Dollars Tremaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Tremor, designed for better.
Now, 2, 6, 4, 4. It's cleaned up. Get back through the gate a little bit. Now the captain at the crease, Dasun Shanaka. 300s. 20 career.
Remember, he bats a long way down the order. It's a good record. It's a really good record. 4.1 overs left. And we have 5.1 overs left in the game. This inning. What a comeback by Kazama. Fascinating over. One more ball to make an impact.
Underway, Dasun Shanaka. Pakistan recently is captain of the Sri Lanka 2020 side. 15 gone, 102 for 6.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo tail, got a classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. It's a big speaker, boom, boom.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo tail, ultra leads the way.
Couple was bowled beautifully. Payne has been superb with his two. I've seen the one for Sam Curran. Payne is back. I'll pinch one now. He's fielding in at the short cover, you would say. They're really tight in on the one, which is good captaincy.
This is the wicket, the power wicket, all important. The piece of bowling from Simon Tanfield. That one angled in, didn't give him the offside at all. Beat him on the inside edge. Yeah, that's what Power saw too. Great piece of bowling from Kazima. Had a great season earlier in the year. He started well tonight.
Saw that bit of fielding cover. Salmon is on the field. For Hassan Nawaz. Side edge. Loops away and spins as well, and it'll go all the way for four.
Yeah, that little bit of topspin on the ball. As it landed, it just accelerated away. Then went for the wider, slower ball. I think it's fair to say he did Nabi on pace, resulted in that top edge. Spin took it away. The assault continues. Capitals, they're trying to dig themselves out of this problem they've been in for quite a long time.
Thinking back to that previous over, near over, all the power that down through deep mid wicket. Nawaz was running around the boundary, took a big chunk of turf as he dived for the ball. So I wonder whether that's the reason he's left the field. Fine, and little fumble. Capable of that. So anything around that 150, you're not out of the game if you bowl brilliantly. Just away for a single, so exactly 110 for 6 with 4 overs remaining. Tuffle with the tap of the watch. And a timeout.
And subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Prema, designed for better.
This ILT20 broadcast is presented by Vigotel.
Game on है.
Critical moment in the match for both sides, more so for the Capitals. They're poised at 110 for 6 is Sam Curran, and that's a clever. Goes high, goes long, and the ideal start to the end of the innings for Nabi.
Yeah, much needed as well. Only the third 6 of this innings. The slot, and he gave it in the kitchen sink.
Such a utility player, Mohamed Nabi, with ball, with bat in the field. Real situational player. He can read the game well, 40 years of age, so has a wealth of experience. Well, he can hold of that one. You will see that intent to score boundaries. He's a natural 6-hitter, you can see. Asia Cup this year, he scored 5 sixes in 1 over. That's what he's capable of.
And just such a powerful striker of the ball. If it's in the slot, especially in this part of the innings, he's going to give it the full Monty.
Struck for 6 was a slow delivery from Sam Curran. Rolled his fingers across the seam, 26 meters forward. Nabi was ready for it. He's so still at the crease. It's a still head. Nice efficient swing. And his partner follows suit. So Shanaka, the skipper now, on strike. Made contact. Many bowlers in T20 cricket, they try to use pace variation. Rohan.
Yeah, and Sam does. A really good exponent of mixing it up. Pace variation. Look at that, 128. Went right down to 75. And then that 7 delivery, which was the extra delivery again at 75. So that's a big drop. 50 from 127 to about 75, that's a big drop.
The angle quite nicely there, something that the left-handers can do to right-hand batters. Take the ball away from the righties.
This is what he does really well, Sam Curran. Just brings a lot of variety to his bowling. And you've got to say, this has been an excellent over. When you consider that that first delivery was hit for 6, there's been a dot, a single, and 2 dots after that.
Here's another beauty. Brilliant stuff. He ends his spell with a wicket at just 28 runs. It's 117 for 6.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है भाई.
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में. जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder. We play, Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play, Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
To see this tournament unfold, to see the growth and development of UAE players, how the entertainment value has exponentially grown.
Oh, just have a look at the crowd that's there today. Packed stadium. Well, just the fact that the quality of pitch grown year on year, the quality of the UAE cricketers has developed over the last 4 years. Now those cricketers from UAE now have household names because of the leagues that they play and the performances that they put in, and all thanks to the wonderful DP World T20.
Vipers did very well tonight with the ball. 2 maiden overs tonight. Last season they bowled just one. No, all the matches played, so it's a definitely better effort with the ball. It's been mainly seen from the Vipers. The dot delivery, priceless at this stage of the innings. And just to follow that conversation, spoke about the growth and development of local UAE players. You think of Mohammad Rohit, who fetched $140,000 US at the auction, picked up by My Emirates. Then Junaid Siddiqui, another player who's excelled in Asia Cup, picked up $170,000 US. Player that was fetched up by the Sharjah Warriors. And he used a right to match card because there was a bidding war for runs.
Yeah, and again, like you said, the bids went that high, but both the team deciding, like, you know what, these two are worth it. They used the right to match card.
To see how Hyder Ali goes with the ball to another local player in the 11 for the Capitals tonight. We'll get a chance to emphasize their spin in their 11. With contact, and he will find a boundary. So nice swivel from Mohammad Nabi, using the pace, using it to very good effect. That's number 11, big ticket for the innings. Play big, dream bigger.
Yeah, again, much needed boundary, especially in this individual contest between Nabi and Naseem. Nabi and Naseem had bowled 8 consecutive dot balls to Nabi. And then he picks up 2 for 4, and now a little bit of pressure, and he gets away.
You mentioned dot deliveries already. The Capitals absorbing 53, which is way above what is considered rule of thumb in T20 cricket for a batting side. You want to be between 35, maybe at most 40. So they've absorbed a lot of dot deliveries to their detriment. Yeah, nearly 9 overs of dot deliveries over here in this innings. Great contact. She flies all the way for 6. And guess what? Off the bat of Mohammad Nabi.
A quality shot. Again, just picking up the leg really early. And then it's all about the hand-eye coordination and the big swing of the bat. Just gets that front slightly out of the way so you can swing the bat. Again, using all his experience.
The Yorker considered a single of the last delivery of the over. 14 coming from it. 131 for 6.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Prema, designed for better.
Wow. Good service, Jesse. Perfect guessing. Pakistan's global tire brand.
See that last one from Mohammed. He's poised to hold the 19th, so face off. A little more mystery now for these two out in the middle. Hassan Shanika, Mohammed Nabi. So far so good. 131 for 6. Last over. Nabi just picked up this one nicely. Second 6 of his innings. And it's a big one, 80 meters. Right in the heart of Mohammed Nabi.
Well, such an important 12 deliveries coming up now. Can they get to about 150, 155? I think if they can get to 155, they'll be competitive. It's been a struggle for the first 18 overs, but can they make these next 12 deliveries? Can they get 20?
Castled! The mystery of Nur Rahman, the accuracy from the wrist spinner. Getting his countryman Mohammed Nabi and showing that he rules here at the Dubai International Stadium.
Oh, such a quality bowler. Nur Rahman. Wicket taker. Oh, that's priceless in T20 cricket. Now you know he's got to walk back. He's got to walk back for 29 of 23 deliveries. It's 131 for 7.
Wow. Good service, Jesse. Perfect guessing. Pakistan's global tire brand.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली एजुकेशन प्लान लीजिए
महफूज तालीमी मुस्तकबिल पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
Strategy being used here now by Dubai Capitals, the super sub in the tournament, the super sub in the match, Scott Curry, the new batter. Of course, now with the chance to maximize the remaining deliveries, and he's in for Tinakola Tal. Umpires will just wait to formalize this move. Bro, what do you make of it?
I think it's a good move. You know Curry's going to be bowling. He's ending with the bat. Might as well get him in right now. And see if he can get a couple of boundaries. Super sub in.
There he is. Mention Tal out. Curry in. Hails from Scotland, Curry. Played 3 ODIs for his nation. He's only 24 years of age, so will require his all-round skills. He will be a bowling option too. And the Capitals take the field. It's a nice second highest value in the auction. Andre Fletcher.
And this was the wicket of Nabi. Again, just trying to do the right thing, Nabi, and try and get that out of the park. They need the big runs, they need the 6s and 4s. Just missed it. Oh, could have been another one. Drew's really interested. He wants to go up with the TV and they've done it.
Given not out. We have a player review for Abu Dhabi. The original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. I'm looking at the split screen. Pull it through. Pull it through. There appears to be a deflection off the glove. I'll need Ultra Edge to confirm. Ultra Edge coming up. Freeze it right there. There is contact with the glove. I'm ready to go back on field to Ghazi. Ghazi, you stay with your original not out decision. You are on screen. See.
There's a referee just confirming on the initial decision. So very good from umpire Lazu Sohail. Very will continue. Good over so far from Nuraman. There's two conceded. And a wicket. Hit clean, hit straight, and he gets 4.
Yeah, this right there is why they use the super sub. Because he is handy with the bat, he has that ability to hit boundaries for a lower order batter. And like we said, if they can get to about 150, they'll be going to that dressing room with a little bit of momentum. End of the over, 137 for 7.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली एजुकेशन प्लान लीजिए
महफूज तालीमी मुस्तकबिल पैसों की भर वक्त अदायगी जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
Rocks Bell and subscribe to our awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Shows what the Vipers have done well. Picked up wickets throughout the course of the innings. Final over. Starts with a wide. Made the adjustment to go away from the batter. Too far offside. Darshan Chanaka, we know what he's capable of with the bat. Hasn't got any rhythm in this inning so far. It's obviously a tough pitch to bat out there because all the batters that we've seen on display so far haven't found the groove. Did he get hold of it? Did he get hold of it? Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. That's Shanaka Powell for you, the skipper. Coming up trumps in the final over.
Yeah, like we were just saying, we know what he's capable of. Dancing down the track here. Slow delivery, picks it up. That's in the middle of the bat. Quality shot. I'm trying to find the ball. There it is.
It's a good start to the over for the Capitals. They've gone to 144. You did mention 150 will be a competitive total season at this venue. Average person in score 157. I've seen a lot of investment by the fast bowlers in the Yorker delivery.
You're right, because I think they've just sort of tossed the pitch out and said, nah. What happens with the Yorker is it's such a high risk, high reward delivery. And on a pitch like this, which really, where the batters have struggled, what you don't want to do is bowl them a half volley or a full toss. And I think that's probably why we've not seen them bowl the Yorker too much.
Yorker. He's in and amongst the wide line. Yeah, it's the first game of the tournament, so bowlers still trying to find their feet, trying to adjust to the conditions here. Dubai International Stadium. And into the pitch, and it should present an easy opportunity that is taken. Naseem Shah making no mistake, and the Capitals now win a wicket and a dot delivery.
Yeah, and a big wicket because Dasun Shanaka so dangerous towards the latter half of the innings. And to see by the slow delivery, 112 wickets in that one. Easy catch. From the sea. Shanaka goes back to 12, it's 146 for 8.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
Rock Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Hyder Ali, new batter. Doesn't make contact, but change the strike to, so that means that Curran remains at the non-strike end.
Yeah, this was the wicket of Shanaka. Yeah, just gonna myself here. Just the way the batters have batted in these first 20 overs. Really not a pitch that's helpful for batting. Oh, good shot for 4. 150 on the ball, comes on the last delivery of the innings. But this is good by the Capitals. I think they'll be happy with this score considering they were 42 for 4 at one stage.
Yeah, 48 in the last 5 overs. A big improvement to what we saw in that power play and through the middle. So maybe a little bit of energy going into that second half of the game, but the Vipers will feel very happy with their bowling effort. They've restricted the Capitals to 150 for 8. Smiles on the faces of the Vipers. They know they've restricted the Capitals for below par total. Well, cricket was superb. Their catching brilliant. More often than not. And that strategy to use seam predominantly working well for Sam Curran. All bowlers amongst the wickets, just one spin option used the way with the ball, well supported by Payne and Kuzaima, both getting 2 wickets apiece. In the Naseem and the skipper himself, Curran.
Yeah, last over 13 runs, and that's taken them to a competitive score of 151.
Yeah, so if you missed the first half action, it was the Capitals sent into bat by the Vipers. Zinikola and Cheyenne put on a partnership of 23. Before that partnership was broken. Wimbledon Knight last season was player of the match on 3 occasions against this opposition. Couldn't get off the mark, even dismissed for a duck. It was left to Powell, Nabi, and Shanaka to restore some pride to the innings with the bat. They got to 150 feet. Will that be sufficient? Time will tell.
Yeah, when you have a look at the bowling though, every bowler picked up a wicket. Naseem 1 for 30, Payne 2 for 26. Noor Rahman I thought was really good picking up wickets in that middle phase, 2 for 25. Kuzaima got 2 for 35 in his 4 overs, and he's down there with Laura.
Yes, he absolutely is. 2 for 35. Congratulations. A great performance for you with the ball. How do you feel about your time out in the middle there?
Yeah, thank you. I was just going through the surface. Surface was a little bit slow, so I was just going for the dot balls.
Tell us about the Vipers' whole bowling unit and their performance, your assessment of it.
I think it's a complete bowling unit, and the way they're bowling, the ball in the first game, it was amazing. Let's keep it throughout the tournament.
Tell us a little more about the surface. Do you think it'll change much in the second innings?
Yeah, I think it was the first match. If the dew will be there, so it will be quite flat for the batting. Let's see. But in the first inning, was quite slow.
This is your second DP World IL T20. What have you worked on since January?
As coaches told me to work on some specific deliveries, specific things. So I was just going through that throughout the year.
How do you think you chase down this target?
I think it should be chased. Not that much difficult the surface is, and I think we should chase it easily.
All right. Well, congratulations on your performance with the ball. Best of luck for the second.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll expect the surface to get better for batting, so will this target be sufficient for the captors, the Vipers? With the chase, they'll need 151 and chase after the break.
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got a classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibe all through the night. Ultra big speaker, boom boom.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली बिलिंग प्लान लीजिए
आसान प्रोसेसिंग, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining eyes. We play, Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
We play, Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। Service Tires, Pakistan's global tire brand.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। More than 2 lakh grocery items के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got a classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibe all through the night. Ultra big speaker, boom boom.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Wow, grip service जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
150 for 8. Match number 1 of the DP World ILT20 for season 4 here at the Dubai International Stadium. 150 for 8, being centred to bat. They're all sorts of trouble. 5 for 67. A little bit of back-end power from Powell and Nubby. Small amount from Dawson Shanaka. It's about the Capitals to get to that 150 where you feel it's competitive without being a great score. Some good bowling analysis there. Naseem was useful. Payne very good, 2 for 26, and as was the skipper Sam Curran with his 1. 2 for Noor, who was outstanding at Brisbane, 11 dots for him. Dot balls throughout the innings, 59 of them. I think that was the key. Maybe just not able to look for the 1s and the 2s. Started off top of the order, Cheyenne. Okay, this was the first catch. Yeah, Arvind with a good grab, calling everybody off it. That's mine, and then Sam Curran backed it up with this, and Shimon Hetmeyer took the third terrific catch of the innings. He dismissed Jordan Cox not long after. All started well for the Vipers, was he?
Yeah, it did, Simon, yeah, but then obviously the struggle, like you said, 59 to dot ball, and they were losing wickets after a couple of overs, and then in general, I think they got some runs, the skipper, and of course Powell, but they weren't enough. In the end, they got some enough. Total Powell got some runs as well. 39, I think he's got. He struggled early on. The ball went better to the ball. The ball really well. Desert Rapids, especially Country, got 2 wickets from the bowlers for me.
Back nicely after Robin Powell hit him for a couple of 4s and a 6 in the over. Nubby with the power at the back end before he was undone by his fellow countryman, Nur Ahmed. Payne, in the last over, picked up the wicket. Or last ball of the innings to post exactly 150. Through the lineup for the Capitals and their bowling lineup: David Willey, Salam Peel, Mohamed Jawadullah, Morgan Scott Curry, who very impressive operator, Mohamed Nabi as well. So Ulfadin Naib, Dawson Shanaka if required. They've got plenty of bowling options, but they're going to have to bowl briefly to try and defend this 150. Every day there will be action, barring Christmas Day. Tomorrow we'll see Tim Southey's Sharjah Warriors, Nish Karthik, of course, against the Derby Knight Riders. Right. Fella Dre Russ coming thick and fast, season 4, DP World ILT20. Ready to go. First edition of the DP World ILT20. Reminded that all teams must have 2 UAE players in their playing 11, 1 from an ICC associate nation outside of the UAE in their playing 11 as well. Done a great deal backing of Saudi Arabia and the Kuwait boards. 34 different countries. The auction was held for the first time. Chalda from India will be in action. Star players like Naseem Shah, who we've just seen, and Fakhar Zaman, we will see in action very shortly. You know the power and the brilliance that man Fakhar Zaman has. He'll be up against a good bowling attack by him.
Yes, and he's in good nick. Finally, he's opening the inning, I think, today. Desert Vipers, and that's really good news. But credit to Fakhar Zaman that he has learned in the last couple of years. Number 3, number 5, match winner on his own. Got some exceptional shots in his army. Absolutely. Boss, they player as well. He's for South Africa, but played for America, USA.
He's had time in the middle order recently. Coach in the new structure has had him at number 4, number 5, number 7.
The last game, yeah, and he got runs at number 7 as well. So I suppose this day and age, you got to be able to bat at any position, especially in this format.
Yeah, the Vipers suit 151. Scott Curry come into the action for the Dubai Capitals already as their super sub. So the Vipers will bring it, and rightly so too. One of their best players from last season, actually, Max Holden, so on the substitutes bench. I'm sure he will come in at number 3 in the order behind Andreas Gauss and Bakar Zaman.
51 to win. Capital, obviously. They need early wickets. Bakar Zaman, look at his records, right? 135, 55, 5300s, best of 115. Dangerous player.
We saw David Payne get a little bit of swing, and Willie is very, very similar. Left medium pace, swings the ball, bowls those cutters that come back into the lefty, so you're looking to utilise that.
Bowls at very good length as well, just back of a length, that nagging length we talk about. He's not very nippy. 162 wickets, 358, that's experience. 4 for 7 is best. Just under 8 economy rate, on the high side, but he's a medium pacer who swings the ball, good variation, slow balls as well, but they need early wickets here.
Similar pressure on the Vipers outfit that they face themselves at the bat. So deep square leg, which I think is the right position for Bakar Zaman, and a deep third in place. Slip as well, which is also good for that swing.
New ball definitely will seam and swing at least first 2-3 overs on this particular surface.
Start, line and length, as you just talked about. With the Naib in at first slip alongside Shahan Jungir, who is the keeper, the Capitals. Runs for here tonight. There's the keeper, Shahan Jungir. Like the fact got a slip in place. Down the wicket, crunches it. One bounce, 4. Up to deep mid-wicket.
That's his game. That's Bakar Zaman for you. First ball. Let's have a look at the pace of the pitch, the pace of the bowler. Second ball, no problem. Couple of steps towards the bowler and mashed it towards mid-wicket for his first boundary.
Long way down, that is for sure. Time and brilliant work. Scott Curry, I think that is, yeah. You watch this guy, was he? Not only with the ball, got some ability with the back. We saw a little glimpse of it, but he is a gun in the field.
I believe so. That's what we mentioned it earlier on. We can't wait to see his bowling, and this definitely same 3 runs there. The show shot ball at the center.
Mockers on him by bigging him up, but I know he went for the second highest price at the auction, and rightly so. Had a couple of 3 internationals for Scotland. He's now available for England. Was selected on a tour at the end of the UK summer. Delawadikau in the bowl contest. Which team won the DP World ILT 20 Season 3? Great prizes up for grabs if you get this right. T's and C's apply. It was the Capitals, Emirates, Giants, or the Vipers, was, you know? We were all here.
Yeah. What are the prizes again? Can somebody mention it to me, player?
You're not allowed to enter. T's and C's. That's T's and C's. They apply to us. Eased away on the offside. Chase for Rodman Powell.
Start. I'm going to go. First over. The dot ball. 9 for none. There's a minus.
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got a classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. Shake that floor.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. तुम आप तो हम दो कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं cheetos तो हम करें zero. Make the right choice. There's too much to want. Too much to want. Too much to munch.
Start with the spin of Mohamed Nabi. He's done this so often. Use the new ball.
I think it's because of Fakhr Zamani is at the other end. That's why they're going to give 1 or 2 over maybe to Nabi. The off spinner, ball is good. We're going to turn away from him. He doesn't turn much though. He turned the first one into the gap. This might not reach the boundary, so they come back for 3.
Nicely placed. He waited for the turn. Slowish turn. Walker was able to just wait for it, ease it through the gap.
On the front foot, then he waited, and played that shot nicely into the gap. He's not very happy, Nabi. Not a good.
The movement, excellent work. Willie in at cover.
Turn, I take the words back. I think he's turning. He turned 2 deliveries. No wonder I wasn't a good batter.
Well, the 2 of us sitting here you were the better one, so you can take that, and it wasn't bad.
Knowing me, I would have realized before, okay, might not turn, I probably got a long sweep towards mid wicket. Top edge, caught.
Length right, I think. Was the arm ball back in. He's so crafty, but Nabi, he's been around for so long. National experience, but franchise experience as well.
He has a bowler in first 6 over in power play, and he's not like to pitch it up to Fakhr. Because Fakhr will spin to an excellent cover, and goes towards the corner. 2 runs now, ready to second over, 1 ball to go.
Comes long on. Cox. Controlling that area. Comfortable 7 from the over. 16 without loss.
Wow. Grip service Jesse. तो फिक्र कैसे? Pakistan's global tire brand.
Dolan's Premaline air conditioning with PureSense technology that detects and removes small, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Dolan's Prema. Designed for better.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Good start. They're chasing just 150. Ideal start actually. No rush, take your time, let the partnership going.
And again, little cut up. Other DP World Smart View Box, the best seats in the house. Apart from our seats, they are the best seats in the house, giving the smartest view of the action on the field. Enjoy your night, folks. Fantastic place to be. Timing on that one. It's a way to get on for a single. World morning passing of Robin Smith today. Fondly known as Judgy. Judge. Terrific man. A terrific player as well. 62 tests, 71 ODIs for England. So thoughts with Robin Smith's family and friends and cricketing world. It's a tragic passing.
Last year, covering. He was happy. But such a sad news, I'm still in shock. The whole system was fighting. Obviously, what a player he was. Genuine fighter.
He'd have been proud of that as well. He was one of the great hookers, pullers in the game, Robin Smith, and that is a beauty from under his coast.
Wow, what a shot. That came out of nowhere. Just slightly of a shot. Look at this. Look at how this picked up beautifully. Neat, clean towards mid wicket for the picking. DP World dispatch of the day.
Yeah, sport and logistics, you need precision, adaptability. She's certainly a contender for the dispatch of the day, DP World. In adaptability as well.
Bowling side, pressure down to the midfield. Third over. Ideal start. Robin is looking good. So is Andres. That house. That's not.
Yeah. This for Andres goes. Swinging on that short ball. Stands left. Gorgeous strike, gorgeous little railing, I think. Chance for a crowd catch. Through just the 7 off that over, 23 without loss.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली बिलिंग प्लान लीजिए
आसान प्रोसेसिंग पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get proud of entertaining eyes. We play, Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play, Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
said earlier, Max Holden will come into this lineup at number 3 in the dugout. See whether he's padded up and ready to go. Vipers had a good season for them earlier this year.
Abdullah will take the ball now. 21 wickets, which has just under 22. Over 26 is best.
Little skip before he delivers the ball, almost off the wrong foot, but that front foot down. Oh, that's not down at all. That's up and away into the grandstand for 6.
That's Fakhar Zaman for you guys. First ball, okay, usually what batters do is say, okay, let's have a look first ball. See how the bowler is, but not him. First ball, just back of a leg towards leg side. That's his strength. Here we go. Beautifully into the stands. His first.
A few years now, as the years are rolling by, but back to 2021, 25 off 32 balls, wasn't it, for Fakhar in the ICC T20 World Cup semi-final against Australia. Took to Mitchell Stark. Doesn't mind batting yet.
Super cricket. Prepared the opposition. Speed of that one. He always plays his game, and that's a should be, especially in this format. Who's essentially the final of Champions Trophy. When he got dropped, I think he was out in the ball. Incredible 100.
Balls again, short, 6 more, over deep mid-wicket. Oh, did he take that? Might have been a crowd catch, was.
I think so. What an effort. What a shot again. Let's have a look. Was on a front foot. Made that shot. There we go. Crowd, 90. Big hit, it's a biggie. What a catch. Got him eventually. Go on.
Very casual one hand out. Little bobble, but no problem. Oh, just over the head. Half mid-wicket. Be 4 more.
Right here start. 17 runs from the over. 2 6s and a 4 already.
That's number 15, big ticket 4 of the match. Play big, dream bigger.
It's 4 and a 6. Pressure. On Capitals now, Vipers off to a flyer. 14 for none.
Perfect start. Power play, haven't looked like losing a wicket. Two deliveries swing past the bat. Uncomfortable moments for either the left or the right-hander. Need a ponder for Dasun Shanaka, the captain. Capitals. Way, leg side, that'll be 4 more. So an expensive over from Jawadullah. 21 from it, 44 with that one.
इसे आते हुए दो डबल रोटी
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Without loss after 4. The Vipers motoring along at the moment. Arsenal 21. Gotta say, didn't bowl as well as he normally does. Going to state the obvious for the leader wicket now, the Capitals. Boundary of the last ball of the previous over. The commentary box with me, Andy. Andy, motoring along.
Well, they're motoring along because a few drag down balls from the capital seamers. They've been punished. 3 very powerful pulled sixes. And that 4 we've just seen from Andres Goose back for the square leg. Narby's on to stem the tide. It's 5th power play over.
Use of the feet, and he picks up a maximum there. Quality from Fakhar Zaman. He's so good against the spin bowlers.
What a shot against the spin. Brilliant use of the feet. Light movement, genuine off spin. It turned a little too. And Zaman was all over it. 50 partnership.
Tell you what, this is the first time that Fakhar Zaman has been dismissed by spin in the ILT20. In the 3rd edition, wasn't dismissed even once. Had a good strike rate of 155 against the spinners. This time round though, Mohammad Nabi strikes.
Nabi, brought on to stem the tide, has done it in the best way possible. He's got rid of Fakhar Zaman. Quick scoring, aggressive left-hander from Pakistan. Looking for that mid-on region again, but spliced the pull shot this time. And he's gone. Fakhar Zaman gone for 26. Vipers 50 for 1.
I just yes, let's go. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. तो आप तो हैं दो कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं cheetos तो हम करें zero. Make the right choice. There's too much to want, too much to want, too much to munch. Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get proud of entertaining eyes. We play, you go tell Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play, you go tell Ultra leads the way. I just yes, let's go. So I'm in a game with a gun like us. तो आप तो हैं दो कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं cheetos तो हम करें zero. Make the right choice. There's too much to want, too much to want, too much to munch.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because
Max Holden, super sub, in for the Rahman. 120s, fighting at 142. A single to win the fifth, 51 for 1.
Yes, let's go. So I'm in a aim with a gun like us. जब आप तो हूँ दो कोई नहीं no one. अगर नहीं cheetos तो हम करें zero. Make the right choice. There's too much to mind. Too much to want. Too much to munch.
Roxville and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Another single. Max Holden. I think Max Holden was part of your Brent Rockets 100 team. How was he as a player to work with?
Max Holden, the young left-hander from Middlesex. We did recruit him. And he's a wonderful young man to work with. Great attitude, great team man, and a very fine player.
Edged it for. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. The most productive shot in white ball cricket, in my opinion.
Certainly with no slip and no third down. Sure is. Length bowling from Curry, good start from him. Forces the mistake. Punished nonetheless. Yeah, Max Holden, brilliant young guy to work with. Good left-hander. He had a very good ILT20 last year. Played beautifully. Played quite an expansive game for him, actually. And that's why we recruited him. We wanted to take that game into the 100.
Years of getting the last over. Bakr Zaman. Sindhan. Off the back, on the sticker. I didn't quite get the stick.
It was an arm ball, wasn't it? It was quicker. That's why it rushed him. On the splice of the bat. Really good piece of bowling from Nabi. Showed all the cunning that he's shown over the years. That ball.
Our quality. Absolute quality that. From Gauss.
It's
Dancing down the track. Good flow, good swing of the bat. Not a boundary.
Hitting that hard length again. This was more than up for that challenge. Good use of feet. Saw Pakar use his feet against the spin. Goose doing it to the seamer here. Strong shot.
The one expat power plays on. Crucial time for both teams. So you can get an early advantage, and as things stand, I think it's the Vipers who've got an early advantage. They've dominated this one expat power play. Wow! What a shot! One bounce to the fence and he hit that effortlessly. Overdone. 64 for 1.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
समझदार फैसला कीजिए। जुबली एजुकेशन प्लान लीजिए।
महफूज तालीम मुस्तकबिल, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान। जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Solanke. I think he's got a crucial part to play in this game because he's a wicket taker. What the Capitals need are wickets. It's got to be a road similar to what Noor Ahmed did for the Vipers. They're going to need their spinners to do well here, aren't they? What a quirky little left arm wrist spinner, as left arm as most left armers can be. A really useful performer. Capitals are going to need their spin to come to the party. They've really backed their spin in the selection of their team, in the balance of their team. 3 spinners. Solanke, Haider Ali. Solanke had a really good season 2 of the ILT20. Picked up 17 wickets in that edition. Part of the My Emirates team. Joint most in that season. Well, it's interesting they let him go on such a good season. What a tricky guy to pick, I think. His arms and legs and fingers and wrists going all over the place. And outspins the ball. Experience now, played around the world. But in the CPL, I think, the most spinning wickets. There he goes. Skipping a jump. Left arm. Wrist flashes through. He's got to pick which way it's going. It did bad there. Such an awkward bounce when it bounces. The good thing that he did there was he didn't try to connect it cleanly, just knocked it in front so that made sure that there was no misfield and no single conceded. Good over. Just 3 coming off it. 7 done, 67 for 1.
Wow. Grip service Jesse. तो फिक्र कैसी? Pakistan's global trial brand.
Collins Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes smoke, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Premaline, designed for better.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। More than 2 lakh grocery items के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
I think more than the runs, it's that wickets column which makes the big difference over here. Gone. Feeling the pressure of those dot balls. It's a toss I thought before the game. It's the first game of the tournament. So a little bit of movement available for opening bowling. You want to be out there in the field together first, rather than facing it. Okay, just quality timing there. And the placement. Got to be careful on the surface when you slide. You've got to get your sliding and diving techniques on as you know. Wow, beautiful. Classic off spin from Nami. That's Holden. Popping it over extra cover. Let the back face go beautifully through the ball. Didn't try to hit it too hard. And he got his rewards. Yeah, just look at your point about good toss going. You're absolutely right. Just get out on the field, calm your nerves a little bit, soak the atmosphere in, get a feel of the game. And also, first game of the top, you don't know what to expect from the pitch, what's a good score. So when you've got a target in mind, I just think it's a little bit easier. So remember, each franchise sees playing with so minutes in that first inning. Well, I must say the ball swung into even the second over, I think. So it wasn't easy batting, that's for sure. And I thought the Vipers bowlers were excellent at that swing. You said good toss to win. In 9 encounters so far between these two teams, first time that the Vipers have won the toss. And they've made it count. Interesting, they really have. 8 times they've played each other. 6 times the Capitals have beaten them. And six times in a row, actually. And as well as you would like, but he picks up a single. 8 overs done, 75 for 1.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लीजिए
फौरी इलाज की मंजूरी 600 से जायद मेयारी अस्पतालों की सहूलत जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got the classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. Shake that flow. Big speaker.
Introducing all new Vigo Tel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
From 72. Very, very good response by the Vipers. Hoping partnership produced 50. Sam Keel. Was Makram alongside me? What will it take for the Capitals to get back in this game?
Start off and then create some pressure. And now it's just easy peasy. For the Vipers, 75 or 71 and now they're just pointing them around. His pass is great, 41 or just 25. It's holding, just walked out, one ball 8. So only wickets and good pressure as the Vipers 8 and 8.
Importance of getting off to a good start from his side. He did so, 26 from 15. In the ideal platform, important to carry on a bit further.
Just been unlucky, I think. It was a quicker ball from Nabi and it bounced a bit and went straight to the fielder.
Leg side, there is a leaping wicket at the backward square and the long on.
Oh! Beautiful ball. Googly. Another pitch to spin. One is done. One, the next big one. There was nice delivery.
Goes across the right hander, using the angle. It's a relatively short line, so misses from a good trajectory. Missed chance was a firm push. Just couldn't hold on.
His chance, like you said, sometimes in a follow through, as a bowler, you want always feel that's quicker than it is actually. If that was the case.
Wait. Just a single, so good look at the deep. Jawadikau. In our power contest, how many times did Capitals face Vipers in season 3? Do you?
I don't remember what happened yesterday.
apply. So 4 from the over, 79 for 1. Indicates it's a strategic timeout.
Good service, Jesse. तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टाइगर
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई, तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
समझदार फैसला कीजिए, जुबली पेरी प्लान लीजिए।
आसान प्रोसेसिंग, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई है भाई।
कितनी?
सोचो, पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई, तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Collins Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Prem, designed for better.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
समझदार फैसला कीजिए, जुबली एजुकेशन प्लान लीजिए।
महफूज तालीम मुस्तकबिल, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
He's a wicket taker. At times he'll be expensive, but he can give you a wicket.
Let's go with the bat. Ivy likes this opposition. Last season, 3 half centuries against the Vipers, 2 Player of the Match awards. Shift the pendulum in favor of the Capitals with the ball. For the price of a few wickets, how can he do that?
Slow ball. Picked up nicely, but then a settle for 1, maybe 2. Yeah, easy to. No foul of play whatsoever. Slow ball. It's really rare you see when a team of defending you being chasing. That's not good. Defending a short total, go for the up delivery, especially on a pitch like this.
The pitch. Nicely leg side, just beating short fine. So a boundary again for the Vipers.
embrace it as well. His partnership is number 35. National skipper, Janaka, just 29 deliveries.
Dropped on. Is this the wicket that they were looking for? Will this swing things in favour of the Capitals? That is what they'll be hoping for. But Gulbadin strikes.
Every time, giving the ball, gets to the breakthrough. Golden arm of Gulbadin Nab. What a wicket, important wicket. Very good batter. Holder was looking good. Suddenly, just he was on that inside edge, onto his stumps. Fortunately, got to go, and the runs are out. And so done, the balls were 16. Vipers,
Wow. Grip service Jesse. तो फिक्र कैसी? Pakistan's global trial brand.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
So one left-hander replaces another. Is wanting to maintain that left-right combination out in the middle. Oftentimes deep thought into the batting order. Any given situation.
He's got 4,000 plus runs. Quite experienced, and he had a brilliant tournament last year. He's keeping all right in 2023. Got some runs, got wickets. A very useful cricketer. Almost 5,000 runs, right? On 38.
Against Pakistan 2022. Sam Curran now with bat and ball.
I remember. What a very good cricketer, especially for this format. Very talented. And let's have a look at the wicket. Inside edge onto his leg stump. He was unlucky there. But it was an important breakthrough for the Capitals.
He's playing a part. Will it be significant enough for the Capitals? Gulbadin Naib still in his first over. So a positive for the Capitals, a wicket and 8 runs from that over, 87 for 2.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get proud of entertaining eyes. Replay, Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Replay, Vigotel Ultra leads the way.
It's for any format, in fact, especially in this format. As you know, the white page will does help people early on, especially first to if you're defending low total as a fast bowler, I won't be bowling slow because I'll be bowling safe up a couple of bounces. I might get hit for 4 and 6, but I might get a wicket in the process. My job as a fast bowler is, especially defending a low total, to get wickets or a breakthrough for my team. Not bowl a maiden over or 2-run over. That's not going to help the cause.
That's what Shanaka plenty to think about. play, good positive move by the Capitals. It's here going with the wrong arm. Googly comes into the left-hander. So here is the DP World Smart Truck Buggy Cam, using the latest cutting-edge camera work to give us unique vantage point from today's action. Just like in cricket, DP World uses technology to keep that trade flowing.
Easy to, no problem whatsoever. 6 UT required. But as a Vipers, they have 8 wickets in hand. Good right now. Only we will be discussing it in a while with Capitals. And put pressure on them to get 2-3 good wickets. Otherwise, the game is sliding away from them.
Solanke will want to repeat the achieved in season 2, the ILT20. 17 wickets, joint most. Now, more of a known figure in T20s, with his style, with his variations. Oh!
Beautifully bowled. And I think he picked up the bogey. He made it nicely. Good go across, Sam Curran. Good cricket here. Was good. Welcome, everyone. Nicely played as well, he did. No matter what stage you're playing cricket as a young kid, or a club cricket, or first class cricket, you'll come back to it after this over. 11 overs gone, 90 for 2.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Crowd still enjoying the action. It might seem a little bit one-sided, but things change very quickly in this format. Move it in for a second over. Can he prize another? Make it 3 wickets.
So coming back to the point I was making here, and I have a question for you, any youngsters listening out there. Doesn't matter there's the club cricket or the test cricket, one day ODI T20. How important it is to read a wrist spinner, sorry, a mystery spinner or a wrist spinner from the hand. How important?
It's very, very important because it gives you more time. Tucked away leg side. Will go for 4. The 50 comes up for Andreas Haus. Third 50 in RT20. First 50 for him this season. And he looks poised for something bigger.
Perfect start of the tournament. 50. 32, strike rate of 156, not the best delivery. Easy picking, slow ball, down that side. Fine leg, maybe up in the circle. With 6 4s and 2 new 6s.
Just to finish, answer your question, it gives you more time, one, it then influences your decision making as a batter in terms of the type of shot that you can make. Batting has a lot to do with managing risks, so you can't play the percentages as they often say. Hit with the turn at times, use your feet at times so that you can counter the opposition bowler.
Because if you can't read it from the wrist, you won't be able to play with the spin. You'll be guessing every time.
Very best players of spin Usually, I pick the type of delivery from the hand, pick the subtle variation, pick up cues so that they can give themselves more of an advantage. Then you hear what you say when you indulge sweet.
Yeah, but I can understand that. When in doubt, sweep. But in T20 format, if you're not reading the batter, the bowler from the wrist, mystery spin especially, there's every chance you get top edge. Might hit once, you might hit it twice, third time, yeah.
That's clever. Good footwork there. Just pluck the ball, rough and foul by stepping on it. Rudolph didn't see this in the game, but effective.
I never seen that. He said fast. This incident, the ball really went into the ground. It was firmly. What a shot that was. What a effort from, look at this. Incredible. Never seen anything like this. And he was lucky there. He twisted his ankle.
Good contact. Yeah. Another couple runs. So runs flowing for the Vipers. They on course in this chase as 100 comes up. At the end of the 12, Vipers 101 for 2.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान's global tire brand.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Is it 50 required or 48? Vipers? Gifford C16 or 14. So it's in the batting. Very comfortable. Has been really tidy, 3 overs, none for 10. Wickets that they require. Couple in a hurry. Big, long way over. The head of Jordan Cox down at Bog On. Continues on his merry way under his host.
Bruce has looked particularly good off the back foot this evening. Good spin and seams, towering, powerful sixes. He's picked the length beautifully, one of the real skills you need against quality spin. He's got underneath it, pumped it quite straight actually for a pull shot. Very good off the back foot, doesn't he, Dooley?
Yeah, another way is look a lot of the modern players the last 3, 4, 5 years. Play that shot with a relatively straight back, 100 plus, probably sense of tone in that regard. So they're looking for the short ball, not looking to go really square. And use the horizontal bat. It's more of a between the vertical and the horizontal.
Yeah, Klaassen does it so well, doesn't he? He is the standout of that particular shot against spin. It's the spin bowler under an incredible amount of pressure because they're trying to bowl a good length. If that's picked early by a batsman, the pull shot has become a huge shot in T20 cricket these days. And the guys play it so much better now. They're looking for that good length, just short of a good length. Well, that's a good example of it, actually. That is nowhere near a normal pull shot level. He's not only picked slightly shorter length, but it was also turning into it, therefore safe if he missed it. Beautiful technique. You're absolutely accurate in your description of it being fairly straight that shot. Oh, we've got a review. We've got a review. A very optimistic one.
We've got a clear review from LBW. The original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. I'm looking at the split screen. Going through. It's quite close to the inside edge. I'll need Ultra Edge to confirm if there's any bat involved. Standing by Ultra Edge. Comes Ultra Edge. Forward. Forward. There's a gap between bat and ball and flat line on Ultra Edge. There is no bat involved. Can you move on to ball tracking? Ball tracking coming up. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets missing. Review loss. Can you go back on field to Simon? Simon, you stay with your original not out decision. You're on screen. Need to see.
Optimistic indeed, I think. Andy, spot on. Inspiration of a wicket. I'm searching for something that I'm awful, but absolutely spot on. This time out too deep and wicket and taken. Dustin Shanaka, the captain out there, and Waka Salamkhiel has got one.
Well, we've been majoring on that pull shot to spin out seed. And went for exactly the same shot again. He mishit it on the inside part of the bat. Spoon gently out to the Capitals captain. Catch for an international cricketer. That sort of standing. Salamkhiel gets his man. Man in his last over. Tom Curran's gone for 7, 183.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए जुबली एजुकेशन प्लान लीजिए
महफूज तालीमी मुस्तकबिल पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स जुबली इंश्योरेंस बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं सर्विस टायर्स पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get proud of entertaining.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
And Lawrence, a very capable player. Vipers. Underway. Discussion off air about the low nature of Salamkhiel. He's not going to get a lot of bounce, and that's right at the toe end of the bat. Hence, get anywhere near the boundary or clearing the boundary. Quite a low delivery stride, delivery point.
More a crossback shot from Sam Curran. We saw from Goose earlier in the over, and it is successful. Pull for 6. Last ball of the over.
Has it bowled him though? I don't know. Initially, I wondered whether it had just gone past and the keeper's gloves knocked it off or not. Maybe a delayed reaction, but we'll have a little look at this.
Well, Goose thought that too. He thought it had missed off stump, no doubt. He stood there shaking his head initially, disbelieving that he could have been bowled. Gentle little spinner that turned past the outside edge. piece of bowling, and he certainly did not pick it. Wasim Akram was talking about the importance of picking wrist spinners like this. Goose didn't on that occasion, that's for sure. He's gone. Excellent innings. Can't believe it. Gone for 58, 109 for 4.
Roxville, and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा।
समझदार फैसला कीजिए, जुबली बिलिंग प्लान लीजिए।
आसान प्रोसेसिंग, पैसों की बर वक्त अदायगी, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स, जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Roxville, and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा।
Roxville.
What a beautiful piece of bowling from Salomkill. Last ball of his spell, and he landed it absolutely perfectly. Good length. Not much Goose could do. An aggressive shot against that ball. Even his defence was breached.
I'm going on his reaction as well. He thought the keeper must have knocked about him. He couldn't believe it had bowled him. Wasn't the case. For 18 or 4 spell, Salomkill needed them. Get off the mark.
Tell you what is a shame. Beautiful. Salomkill hasn't got another over in him. Edmire's had his problems with picking wrist spinners in the ILT20 over the last few years. Just had one more. Would have been a fascinating little duel. No, it's finished. It's the faces that are going to have to make the inroads.
Powerfully in the gap, but people would work it before.
Well, I said the paces. Gulbadin hasn't got that much pace. I have to find a better length than that against Dan Lawrence. Pulling it off the front foot. Very comfortable.
Wonder whether Navi's got one over left, but as soon as Hitmire walked out, whether he was an option. Chance, maybe, no. Quick single.
Well, I must say, I think he'd be Nabi would have been the most attacking bowler they could have used in this instance, especially against the left-handed Hitmire. Bowled an arm ball earlier in his spell to get rid of Fakar's and his opening batsman. And definitely a threat with him. Haider Ali, the other spin option they've got in the team, the left-arm spinner. Now, Hitmire doesn't have any problem with them at all.
Any problem with the full shot either at the moment. Work out in the deep. From Navi. Players and more than one or two have had a few issues with the outfield tonight. A little bit stuck in the surface.
Gulbadin's got to get a better length here. You can't let them be pulling short balls.
Better there. She's with a dot, but 9 comfortable runs from it, 118 for 4.
लई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी
बहुत स्ट्रांग होगी है भाई।
कितनी
सोचो पेप्सी तुम्हारे हाथ में है। जब सोच के इतनी फील आ गई तो पी के तो
न्यू स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got the classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibes all through the night. Shake that big speaker.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Rocksville and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Tidy position, Scott Curry. Beautifully. The big right boot was there. First over, Scott Curry. Unlucky with an outside edge, but good shots played. How much pressure they feel too. And he's second highest bid at the auction with big money. They're not with huge international credentials as yet, picked up on the back of a very good domestic season in the UK. Quality cricketer, but you just wonder sometimes, first time up in a tournament, how much pressure that adds.
Yeah, we all feel a bit of pressure, don't we? Certainly, that's a good price for Curry. He would have been smiling. Yes, he's going to be expected to perform. This isn't his ideal scenario. I would describe it more as he's a very skillful T20 bowler, but he needs some runs on the board. He needs people attacking him, as opposed to working him around. He just doesn't have enough runs to play with. You can't force these guys into shots they might not necessarily want to play. 29 of 34 balls left to get for the Vipers. Got an excellent slower ball, but that slower ball comes into play more when people are trying to bash and fours and sixes, rather than having the comfort of balancing their shot play and their response.
There is that slow ball that almost carries Shanaka.
Slow ball, not easy to pick by all accounts when you talk to players. He landed in a lovely length there. Almost getting used to that catch and cover.
And double disagrees. Some superb catches. First innings, contenders for the Cycle Hub best catch of the season. Stylish and superb. Super cool bike. Obviously the Cycle Hub, St. Cullen on that occasion, the first one. The Aravind. This one from Hetty himself. That away, just gets into that hip area again, Curry. Hetmyer helps himself to fall.
Too short again. Capitals have been dragging this ball down all night and getting punished with pull shots. This time Hetmyer just drags it round back with a square leg. Too easy. All those catches, Dooley. I've got a real clear view on what I think is the best catch there. That first one from Richard Aravind, running in with two other fielders in his eye line, closing in on him as he was about to take the ball.
Out, yes. Good catch. Face off again. Jordan Cox with the catch. That slow ball we talked about, Hetmyer looked to still go through with it.
Great comeback from Curry. Good on him. Just being punished by Hetmyer for being too short with the full pace ball. Here. Spin a slower ball. Excellent piece of work. Pops. Absolutely expected to catch him. There it goes. 7. 127.5.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining eyes. We play, Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
We play, Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Hassan Nawaz, the new man, underway straight away. So wicket in the over, but still went for 10. 15 gone, 128 for 5.
Collins Premaline air conditioning with PureSense technology that detects and removes smog, bacteria, and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Prema, designed for better.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा.
Ultra big speaker, boom boom louder, bass so deep, can't get prouder for entertaining eyes.
Introducing all new Vigotel iMusic Ultra.
Hotel in the background, shining brightly. Quiet down the roads because of the 54th UAE National Day today. Celebrations around, so very quiet on the roads today. Adar Ali, the attacks. They've got plenty of bowling options at the Capitals. Which one there? That was the new batter. January, February this year, 44 ball 100 against New Zealand at Eden Park in T20 match in Pakistan. Fastest ever T20 100 in Pakistan. March it was. Good play, batted at the top of the order, middle of the order, but powerful player, slight man.
Wonderful to see that sort of talent in this tournament, isn't it? Don't see any of that 100. I'm looking forward to seeing him bat in this competition. Big, strong guy, isn't he? Quite tall. Century was opening the innings. Now he's batting in the middle order for the Blazers.
May last year, or this year, sorry. This way, that Pakistan lineup. No scoreboard pressure, required rate under 5. Just kick it round, do anything silly. This was the Metmeyer, so tall and that awkward bounce with that slower ball. It's not easy to get a hold of. Pops.
Yeah, that slower ball works incredibly well for him. It's the deception you're after, isn't it? A bit of both. It's not the deception. It's hard to pick. The arm snaps over quite quickly. It's a turn on the outside edge of the white spot. ball of the over. 32 for 5 and a timeout.
Rocks Bell and subscribe to awesome packages. Because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की से फ्रांस तक 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। सर्विस टायर्स, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
This ILT20 broadcast is presented by Regotel.
Game on air. Game on air.
19 required from 24 balls. That's the equation as it stands. 132 for 5. And the Capitals still thinking positively. Scott Curry already with 1 for 23. He will bowl his third. About 13th over at Solanke ball, he picked up 2 wickets. Just got the Capitals back into the game, and again it highlights the great value of wrist spinners in this format of the game. Rahman was brilliant with his 2 wickets for 25. And his fellow countryman also picking up 2 for 18, even better. Even the nail on the head, Darren will talk about the importance of wicket takers in this format of the game. The wrist spinners, though, with their element of little of mystery, such an asset. Blue Ram, especially in the middle overs, between 7 to 15, picks up wickets. We saw a stat that said that over 50 wickets this year he's picked up in that middle phase. Leads to good effect both wrist spinners, Solanke and Nur Ahmed. It's also important to get the support of the other bowlers. You want to be very good as a collective bowling unit. something that we saw when the Vipers bowled more bowlers amongst the wickets. Primarily with Seem Nur Ahmed was the only spinner in their complemental bowlers. They were reading the conditions well. Bowlers bowling into the pitch, we spoke about that being the more viable option. They're just back of the leg, letting the pitch do its work. Oh, he's got excellent stuff again, just the back of the leg, slightly slower. Scott Curry picks up a wicket. Hassan Nawaz sucked in. He was way too early with this throw. Didn't read the pace off. Very smart variation from Scott Curry. He's showing why he's so highly rated. 6 wicket down now for the Vipers. They're making hard work of this target. Nawaz gone for 3, 133 for 6.
Collins Cremaline air conditioning with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Collins Cremaline, designed for better.
समझदार फैसला कीजिए। जुबली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लीजिए।
फौरी इलाज की मंजूरी, 600 से ज्यादा मयारी अस्पतालों की सहूलत, जरूरत के मुताबिक प्लान्स। जुबली इंश्योरेंस, बेफिक्र मुस्तकबिल।
Check that again. It was a good effort out in the deep. They make contact with the advertising cushion. And Ali, the fielder, diving away to his left.
And they're going to check this. Yeah, but that's ball. You can see that cushion being pushed back. 137 for 6.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Bird's eye view of this Dubai International Stadium. It was the first match in season 4 of the DP World IL T20. Vipers, they need 15 from 18 now. Ad Ali conceded 4 in his first over. Now he is in for a second.
Slow delivery, the off cutter. Extremely well disguised and well bowled. Captain's happy. Well, the Vipers now 3 shots away from a victory. The fact that they've lost 6 wickets, they're thinking, listen, let's just get over the line. Let's not try and do it in a blaze of glory. Slow and steady.
We'll also want to take a note of net run rate, because at times that can be the deciding factor in a team qualifying for the playoffs.
I completely agree with you that net run rate, you've got to keep an eye on it from game 1. But the problem that the Vipers have is that Lawrence is the only recognized batter left. You can't take a chance. He's got to be there.
And they get 2 here. They showed comfortable. Alice struggling to time the ball on the inside edge. It's a little bit of grip from the surface, so it's not easy for a new batter to adapt and adjust to the conditions. Something that the Capitals are trying to make use of in this defense. To your right row. It's been good communication out in the middle between these two, Lawrence and Kuzaima.
But what's he going to do? Is he going to try and play the big shot? Or just knock it around?
Hesitation against a single to the strike over. It's a required rate of just 4.6. That's not a lot of pressure on the batting pair in a run chase, so no need to be reckless. So they have to show that intent to win. That's the equation that they're trying to complete.
I think this is going to be an interesting passage of this delivery. Take a single. That's all you got to do, Lawrence. Enough experience, yes. Does that well. Or they get two. Anthony take a single and keep the strike back. Houston, 143 for 6.
Captain still fighting. Look at the situation. They know that 150 was below par, batting first. They were very slow in that power play phase when they scored 32 and lost. Loyal, very loyal to this whole franchise by Capitals. Plethora of deliveries. She has the ability to bowl those cutters and with the pace on delivery as well. He's a tall man, so an extra bounce. He's been relatively accurate with his lengths.
You've got to say he's done well under the circumstances. 2 for 20 in his 3. Captains were defending a big score, so there was pressure on the bowlers.
He's got that in the gap. And they'll get 2. A little bit lucky that it went straight as well, because there was a bit off. It was a long on too, so if that wasn't timed properly, offered an opportunity, just a slice, not very good contact with that stroke. Yes. Yeah, not afraid to throw the bat at it, that wide delivery, so runs coming along, 3 already from the first 2 balls of this, the 19th.
And importantly, they've got Lawrence on strike now. 1 shot away, the Vipers. Yeah, that's what Lawrence is going to do. He's not going to be in a hurry. He's going to make sure that he gets his team across the line.
Firmly in the gap. Overcall Ball does well to come around. Vipers inching closer to a victory. Just 3 required now from 8. End is 9. You can't say. What will these gentlemen be thinking? Of course, they'll remember season 3 when they started off poorly, winning just 1 out of the first 4 matches, but then roared back strongly to win the title. Will history repeat itself? Often see that.
Yeah, but it's something the captains can have a chat about in the dressing room if they go on to lose this game. Hey, listen, lads. We went through this last year. It's only game 1.
Thumped straight. Nice work. Nice work, is it? The umpires will check to see if this gone in the boundary. They've run 2 nonetheless, so the Vipers have had to wait 2 long years to secure a victory against this opposition. It's their first victory after a string of 6 losses against the Capitals. Significant indeed. As we look at this effort, contact with the advertising board. Not quite sure he released the ball at the right time. So that means that the Vipers will go on to secure a 4-wicket win, and deservedly so. Congrats to Sam Curran, the stand-in captain. And it all started with their bowling effort when they restricted the Capitals for 150. It's the 21st win in ILT20 for the Vipers, the most by any team in the tournament's history.
I'll tell you what, they won the toss for the first time against the Capitals, and they made it count. By Capitals was the Vipers. Vipers winning by 4 wickets. Yeah, it's been a really good performance from the Vipers. They were really good with the ball and then clinical with the bat. No stage did look like they were under pressure. It was an opening partnership of 50 which got them going. And then partnership for the second wicket for 35, so 85 to 2. When you're chasing 150, that's a healthy position to be in. So important as a team that's chasing a low score that you don't lose early wickets. They did just that. Ben shakes all round. In the right spirit this game.
Positive start for the Desert Vipers. Tom Mooney will be a happy man. He secured a win in the very first match in season 4. This was the winning moment. Ball struck firmly down the ground by Dan Lawrence. Only 2 were secured, but 2 was sufficient for them to cross the line and secure 2 very important points. Vipers with their fans out early in the piece will inspire this crowd to continue following this franchise. Sam Curran will be fulfilled. They didn't speak about reading the conditions, parking aside the psychological burden that they've carried for 2 years. They've never beaten this opposition in the previous 2 seasons, so this is a really positive start for the Vipers. Andreas House with a half century, suited in ILT 2015 from 36 He laid the ideal platform at the top for the run chase. 50 exactly was the partnership between himself and Fakir Zaman. Then there was a little bit of a stutter with wickets falling. 2 wickets in that 13th over against Salam Keel. But Lawrence just held his nerve, created a nice partnership of 18 with Kuzaima. They got home, up to 151 for 6.
Yeah, when you have a look at the bowlers, you can't just look at Waqar Salamkheil and his numbers. 18 runs conceded in his 4 overs, 12 dots, and he picks up 2 wickets. Economy of 4.5. He was without doubt the pick of the bowlers for the Capitals. You've got to say that Curry picking up 2 for 36 also was impressive. Jawadullah went for 15 that first over and only over that. Well, story of the game. Capitals, when they were asked to bat, got to 150 for 8 in the 20 overs. Powell batted really well for 39, Nabi 29. Qasim, none of the other batters really got into the groove. Nur Rahman was really good, 2 for 25, and Payne for 26. Kuzaima for 35. Bowlers picking up 2 apiece over there. Vipers in reply, magnificent. Always in control of the chase. Klaus with 58, Fakir Zaman with 26. Lawrence batting well to make sure that his team got to the line, was unbeaten on 19. Salamkheil, I thought, was the pick of the bowlers for the captain, 18 in the score. Vipers won by 4 wickets. We'll take a short break over here.
Bluetooth on, FM roll, Vigo Tel got a classic soul, slim and smooth, hold it tight, ultra vibe, don't do the night. Shake that floor.
Introducing all new VigoTel iMusic Ultra.
Vigo Tel Ultra leads the way.
Rollins Premaline air conditioner with PureSense technology that detects and removes small bacteria and the smallest airborne particles with the help of ionization, which balances the negative and positive ions in the air. Rollins Prema, designed for better.
पाकिस्तान के फेवरेट सर्विस टायर्स अपने एडवांस ट्रेंड्स और क्वालिटी के दम पर ब्राजील से इजिप्ट और टर्की